Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Nemunas Biknius. I work for Ambergrid, and in Ambergrid we are for the gas. Last year we have transported 65 terawatt hours in energy in form of molecules. So gas seems a little bit old style, but basically that's not true. So let's talk about what will happen in 6 years or in 26 years, how the life will go on, and what we will do with that. So as you have seen in the very beginning of today, the Minister of Energy, he informed you that in 2050, green energy in Lithuania will be 100%. So basically 26 years left until the date. But let's take a look at a little bit closer perspective. So in 6 years, in 2030, so in 6 years, just to understand in our mind, is like from 2017 until today. So it's quite fast. Things are happening quite fast. So in 6 years, we are expecting to have 100% of electricity, or close to that figure, being produced from the renewables. Why is that important? That is important because the future of green gas also depends on electricity production, and electricity production will also depend on the possibilities of gas infrastructure to support it. So that's where we see our next steps, and that's where we are putting our efforts to be important and to help the transformation of the energy sector. So green hydrogen, that is yet not in the system, it should become a very important energy carrier and system balancing tool. So let's see where are we now and what could be done. At the moment, natural gas transmission system is being used for transportation of methane. Methane can be regular methane from the millions years of fossils, so fossil fuel, or it can be biogas or synthetic methane. It's very simple. You have the same methane, CH4. You put in the pipeline, you just transport and use it wherever you like it, whether it's energy purposes or some industry or any other purposes that are necessary. Next step, it's possible blending of methane and hydrogen. It's next step. You lose some value of the hydrogen in this case, but also sometimes we just need some intermediary steps. So we will talk about that a little bit later. And the bright future and very good options, it is pure hydrogen, green hydrogen that is being produced from the green electricity. That's a very serious option, but it's a little bit more far away. So let's see what do we have now at the moment. This year we had the first biomethane in our grid. We have connected to a green company. I want to thank that company because we had such a good lessons from project management to system adaptations to various decisions that have to be made, that now we are expecting that next steps will be much more easier. Because now we know where are the possible difficulties and where are the opportunities. And at the moment, actually, we have transported around 20 gigawatt hours of that green gas. Is it a lot? Well, you can say it's not very much, but in summertime, we are using in Lithuania, let's say, basically 10 gigawatt hours. So 2 days of consumption of Lithuania in several months produced from one producer. Not bad. But it's just at the beginning. You may see at the map, we have around 20 possible producers that want to be connected to our network. They all are located more or less in the central line of Lithuania where the agriculture is very well developed. Because the main issue for biomethane production, it is the resources. You have to have leftovers, be it manure or some other residues from your regular agriculture activities. What do I miss yet here? But I expect it will come. So big cities that have a lot of food waste, food leftovers, they could be used also for production of biomass. So we are expecting to connect around 20 producers, and to transport about, let's say, about 2 terawatt hours of biomass based natural gas. Hydrogen blending, as I said, it is not the best option, but it's intermediary option. To install the first hydrogen producer, it takes some time. Also, you have to check the producers of P2X factories, because they take a long time. You have to check with the electricity issues. You have to check with the market. There are so many issues. Also, we have tested already about the possibilities to inlet the hydrogen into our system. Now, what do we see? We see that from 2 to 5% of hydrogen, it would be safe and feasible to inject into the system. Seems like not too much, but now we have 0. So still quite a lot of space to inject hydrogen into our system and to use it as just a green gas and to have green certificates that we are planning to issue also. And that would be the first steps. Then what? When we will be tested, so then it comes a possibility for the pure hydrogen network. Here is a map of how could it look, and it is based on several assumptions. One, it is production in the western part of Lithuania, basically, of green electricity, and northern part, and consumption, northern part of Lithuania and central part. And also transportation of the rest of non-consumed hydrogen yearly or on time. So it is possibility to share that with a corridor from south to north or from north to south to balance the system. We see the possibility of consumption of green hydrogen to produce the fuels, synthetic fuels, fertilizers, and energy purposes also, but basically transportation and fertilizers would take the biggest part. How does it look from the broader perspective? We are talking about hydrogen backbone infrastructure that would connect Finland down to Germany. Germany will be net importer of energy resources and also a net importer of hydrogen. Hydrogen is crucial for the industry, especially for the metals. And here, together with our 5 partners, so all in all 6 transmission system operators, we agreed to carry out the study, feasibility study, that could help answer when to construct, where to construct, and how to organize the market. Basically, all the projects, they being started from feasibility study. I do perfectly remember the first studies a decade or even more ago were carried out on interconnection between Lithuania and Poland on gas. So when it became a real investment, it took more than 10 years. So here we see as a first step, and the study will give our responses at the middle of next year. So then we will know more precisely on what should we do to implement that project. Finland has great potential of production of hydrogen. They see a lot of possibilities to develop wind. Lithuania also. And let's hope other countries as well. So that's our task. That's our next big thing, next big investment. And why we are in a good position, as I told at the very beginning. We are planning to have it 2030 around 90–100% of electricity produced from renewables. So when you have 90% of electricity in the bidding zone, then all electricity produced, consumed in this bidding zone is treated like green electricity. So that means that basically you can build power-to-X devices anywhere in the location that are convenient technologically or from the business perspective. So that's where we see the good selling point of Lithuania as a consumer of green electricity and producer of green hydrogen. And yeah, we as a transmission system operator and the gas company, we are willing to help you also to invest and to transport hydrogen. So that's more or less about how the future will look in the gas sector. Thank you.